let's jump to Insecure to finish out the day. Season 3. Your girl, Issa Rae. I mean, Dave, why don't you give us a little rundown of the first 2 seasons of Insecure?
Well, yeah, Issa Rae, she got this show off of her, I think it was a YouTube series, Awkward Black Girl, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And, Larry Milmore helped her get the show at HBO. And it's about her playing, fictional character Issa D. And it's in, South LA, Inglewood, modern times. And it's really just a show about, I guess, the lives of, late 20s Black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Romantic and lives and friendships they have. And first season's really about her kind of struggling with her relationship with her boyfriend of several years, Lawrence, played by Jay Ellis, who will be in Top Gun 2. Hype for that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then season 2, she's separated from Lawrence and she's trying to find herself and grow and make new connections while Lawrence is also trying to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 3 starts off and Lawrence is not in the show for, I think, the first 5 episodes.
Yep.
Then he comes back at the end, and I thought he was only going to come back for a cameo. Like I did not expect them to bring him back into the fold as back as part of the, ensemble co-lead or whatever. I didn't see that part coming, but it's been she's a lot and a lot hasn't happened for Issa and Molly and everyone through 3 seasons. But we're in an interest place now that Lawrence is back in the fold.
Yeah, definitely. And, in a way, it reminds me of a show like Seinfeld or a show like Curb, where, like, it's more about, like, the stories and the little adventures that they go on. And,
Sure.
I mean, like, the relationships drive the plot, but the plot is only so important. It's more about the characters themselves. And I think the show does a really good job of fleshing out modern 25 to 35-year-olds.
Yep.
Especially Black 25 to 35-year-olds in a really realistic way. Almost, I think, realistic to a fault at times. Like, I just want to see them figure their shit out instead of try something new, be successful for an episode, then fall back into their same patterns. Like, I know that that's going to happen, and it's more realistic than anything. But at the same time, I find that the most aggravating part is I just want to see Issa figure it out, be successful.
Right. Yeah, I think that's people have been bringing that out. Whether it's a critique of the show itself is a different thing, but I know a lot of people are getting tired of seeing Molly and Issa, and I guess Lawrence now too, make the same mistakes over and over again and not seemingly learning from what has happened in past seasons that we've seen this happen. And you'd think they'd have, they learned something. It seems that they established that, and it doesn't go there. And it's interesting because it's a show about romance. I think the promise of the beginning of season 3, and I like season 3 quite a bit, promise of the season, though, without Lawrence at all, was that it was an opportunity for Issa's character to grow beyond just who she's dating or who she was dating or who she wants to date. I mean, there's more to Issa D than her romantic life, and not that can't be in the show, but just felt like it was driving the plot constantly.
Yeah.
And I'm just worried that the show in season 4 will lead back to her getting back with Lawrence as they both finally grow and mature. I think not that I wanted to see Lawrence back so much, but the arc that they gave him a little bit at the end of season 3, he was single, handsome dude, slaying, right? Just being a single dude. And it seems like he's finally growing beyond that, right? He started going to church, which I thought was a pretty funny scene. Now he's dating, someone who actually seemed like seriously dating someone, right? Who's a more accomplished person than just a woman he'd like to smash. So that's interesting to see if he'll keep going down that path. But Issa, on the other hand, just seems to keep. Stuff with Daniel really bogged her down for a while. Now the stuff with Nathan, it's just
right.
And she starts out she's doesn't have a lot of money working at a nonprofit, leaves. Now she's trying to do more of that stuff. So it's like not a lot of Issa's status has changed. It's not that her character isn't growing, but it just seems like she keeps falling back in the same patterns.
Mhm.
I guess it's just frustrating to watch at times.
Yeah, no, and even like a character like Molly, who you actually do see have some character growth and development, especially into this season as she's, they use therapy as a conduit to almost bring that character growth more to the foreground for her and kind of highlight the things she's actually working on.
Yeah.
But then you see her fall back into these frustrating patterns, especially with men, and you're just like God damn it, like just stop fucking this dude who's married. Like just stop with Dro. I don't want to see fucking Dro, man. Like
yeah, it just seems like Molly, I think Yvonne Orji is the clear breakout of the show in general. I think she's a magnetic performer.
I'm going to argue with you on that, but I'll let you finish.
Well, there's another. I also like Natasha Rothwell quite a bit, but she's not in the show enough, unfortunately. But yeah, I think Molly's really great. Yvonne Orji's really great. But yeah, like she just doesn't follow this basic ass advice. She keeps having the same men problem she's had since season 1.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she's a really successful, put together woman everywhere else, right?
Right.
It's just frustrating to see her character can't grow beyond that.
Yeah.
But in terms of the structure, I think Natasha Rothwell is fucking hilarious,
dude.
And I actually think she actually co-wrote the finale. I think she's more involved beyond the scenes, which is cool because she's clearly really talented.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, like Issa's and Molly's friends, we know them, they're recurring cast members, but we still really know them for how they react to life. They don't feel like fully formed characters in terms of the relationships they're supposed to have with Issa and Molly, right?
Yeah.
So I'd love to see a lot more of that in season 4.
Well, you did get to see some of that, like the episode with the baby shower and seeing the way that Natasha Rothwell's character kind of responds when she feels like she's being replaced by a baby. I thought it was great. Honestly, though, the episode that stole the season for me was the Coachella episode.
Oh,
it was so ridiculous,
so great,
so funny.
And I didn't expect Nathan's friends to be like recurring characters. Like, what's the Asian dude's name with the long hair?
I don't know.
Asian Bay. Everyone, if you go at #InsecureHBO, great Twitter show, by the way. And everyone's like, this fine ass, the one Molly left. All right, I'll get in line, So everyone was saying that. And yeah, I think that's also like surface level. This show is a great hang just because, again, 30 minutes, like Vandal, short episodes, consistently funny, and also the whole cast is beautiful.
Oh,
and it's in LA, so it's a great show to just look at the whole time, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Quick, Natasha Rothwell also in probably one of my favorite movies of the year, Love, Simon, as the teacher who keeps coming in and the drama teacher. She's fucking hysterical in that too. So
awesome.
Yeah, she's definitely having a great year. I think the thing I really, really like about this show is that no matter how frustrating it gets, how many patterns these people fall back into, I still find myself rooting for them. And it does a really good job of fleshing all these characters out and showing the things that they really don't do well, and also letting you see sides of them that you really like. And it makes you almost feel like you really know these characters.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is hard for a 30-minute show to do, but they do it really, really well. Even someone like Daniel, who I know you're saying she was bogged down with him.
I like Daniel.
Yeah, I like Daniel a lot. And like seeing that episode where he's in the club and he's feeling like kind of shy, feeling his career is not going the way he wants to. Seeing him with with that Nordic shit, wanting those jazz flutes, being all jazzy and shit. Like,
yeah, man, that's what they do.
Like, I just thought I thought that was great. And for a character who, I don't know, Issa has a lot of issues with, and their dynamic is baffling and
something.
It's something. I think that's probably the most admirable part of the show. So I highly recommend it. I'm glad that you told me to catch up on it because it's definitely. I don't know if it's one of my favorite shows of the year, but it's a really rewarding show to be following with.